Everybody, how's everybody this fine Thursday evening? Hope you're all keeping well. Hi to anybody there who's in the chat and anybody who's lurking in the background and anybody who's watching this on replay. You're all very welcome to the stream. Tonight we're having an Irish night. I'm running my Murphy's Models because the gentleman behind Murphy's Models, Paddy Murphy, unfortunately passed away at the weekend, so I thought as a tribute I'll run Irish tonight. So I've got my Murphy's Models class 141 and 181, and in the siding I've got my 121 there as well, so we're running them tonight. I've also got my Irish Railway Models A-class there as well, because without Paddy I don't think Irish Railway Models and Acura Scale will be as good as they are, because he helped them out a lot when they started, getting them in touch with Chinese manufacturers and everything like that and helping them get set up. So anybody who's got Acura Scale models, you have Paddy to thank as well. So we're having an Irish night tonight. So anyway, let's get to the chat, see who's in tonight. Once I find my phone. So we had Ross. First off, good evening Ross, how you doing? Flymo Chairman 1, good evening Flymo. And we got Tom Houston Model Rail in as well, good evening Tom. John and Holly Summer Breeze is in as well, good evening guys. We got Dara Locomotive Shed, Dara's in as well, good evening. Balcurve Junction, Scott, good evening Scott, how you doing? We got Mick in as well, good evening Mick. Hot Dog Pilot Andy's in. I always love it when it does that, every week it does the same thing. You read the chat and then it just goes, nah, do you know what? You don't want the chat. Where are we? Who else we got in? Tom. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up where I was in the chat. Let's actually put it down to 4 screens as well. The big screen there at the moment, something's wrong with the camera or the computer. It doesn't seem to be giving a very good picture tonight. There we go. You may all notice as well that black tanker that's at the front. That is actually my cleaning wagon, the Charge one that I got, done a video on it ages ago. I actually got it out of the box over the weekend and thought, because I did mention it on Thursday, I'd have it running. So I've got it running around cleaning the track at the moment. Because you can see, I've done a little bit more green work and a little bit more work on it, so there is a little bit of dust on the tracks. Midsummer Romiensko, good evening. Oh, Simon Trains Model Railways in as well. Brian Madden's in as well. Good evening, guys. Plus last night, she banged her head on RGG. Oh, what's Grace done now? Prince Lone as well. Good evening. Yeah, I only met Paddy once. That was a couple of years ago at the Dublin show. But, you know, he had arrangements with Bachmann, because Bachmann have produced these models that are going around here, and I say he helped out Irish Railway Models, so we wouldn't have these models of Irish locos if it wasn't for him. Valerie's in. Good evening, Valerie. Digger Evans is in as well. Good evening, Digger. How are you doing? Right, I think I've caught up with the chat. So if you've got any questions or anything, pop them in tonight. So I'm just having an Irish night tonight, running my Irish trains. And the orange coaches that are going around are ones that I painted up myself. And they look all right from about a 2-foot distance. You don't want a close inspection of them. And you can see one of the carriage at the front there, the lights are flickering. I did put a capacitor in it, so I don't know what's wrong, whether it's become disconnected or it's just not working. But the other carriages, they're not flickering because obviously the capacitor is working in those. Hermitage Road, Pete's in as well. Good evening, Pete. How you doing? Oh, it's Kev in as well. Hi, Kev. How you doing? We had a great night in here, club night on Tuesday night. We got the track more or less done for the Donegal station. It's not going to be an exact replica because we're trying to fit it onto a board, so, you know, usual modeller's modelling license. We just have to do the wiring and everything on that, and then we can get on to actually doing the scenic side of it. If I said, see you in Bangor grammar, you know, hole number 2 is a small, I can't remember which hole is which, to be honest, Valerie. Maybe if you look back at one of my videos, it might be on there. Can you post another video on DCC? Well, Ross, what do you want to know? I'll try and answer the questions. Because I've done 2 videos on DCC. They actually are my most popular videos, that and inclines and installing lights. And tonight I am just on bottled water. This is the lemon and lime sparkling water, because I've had way too much sugar recently. So I'm trying to cut down. Howard Pomfret, good evening, how are you doing? How to wire the track. Lord Earl, good evening, how are you doing? Sure it's not Volker. I wish it was. But, okay, let's just go over wiring DCC. It's 2 wires. So you have your DCC controller. 2 wires coming out the back. And you connect that directly to your track, like you would with DC, 1 point, and then allow the track to take the power all the way around. Or you do it the way I do it, and this is basically just for better running, better continuity, is every piece of track, like this piece of flexi track here, it's got 2 droppers. And then what you do is you run some wire around, which I have somewhere. Where did I put it? I was tripping over it a minute ago. Where did I put it? Well, there's the wire I use for droppers. That is 7.2, which is 7 strands of 0.2 mil copper. So it's fairly flexible and easy to solder. And currently what I'm using for a bus wire is, I had a roll of speaker wire. And I was using that. Which, oh, there it is, it's hiding under. So, this here, you run that all the way around the layout, and then your droppers, you connect onto that. And the way I do it is, if I've got the wire there going along, and I want to connect the wires, first thing I do is just put a knife in just to split them. So you split 2 wires, see how they're split apart like that. Get my wire strippers, put them in like that. Pull, and you can see now that has exposed a bit of copper. I can then take, because obviously I've got red and black on here, this is red and black. And then I just take that, wrap it around the wire like so, and then a blob of solder on it, hold it in place, and then a little bit of tape around it. And what I like to do is, when I'm using insulation tape, I will use one colour for the bus, so be it yellow, green or whatever. So whenever I see that green tape, I know it's the bus wire. Then I'll use a different colour for like a 3-volt supply for lighting or a 12-volt supply for accessories. Use a different colour. It's just when you look at it underneath, you can go, right, well, that's the bus wire. Anything with green is the bus. Anything with yellow is 12-volt. Anything with blue is 3-volt. Just makes it a little bit easier. And that's basically wiring up DCC. And obviously, the end of this goes into your DCC controller. That's it. Yes, it can become more complicated than that if you're going to use computer control and everything. There's a lot more to the wiring of DCC, but for basic DCC operations, that's how you do it. Right, let's see what I missed in the chat. Let's see who's come in while I've been chatting. So Lord Al came in. Oh yes, don't forget our unofficial sponsor, the Train Set Shop, top right. I see Simon's put the link in. Who else has come in? RTJ Trains, good evening guys. Hashtag only turn back time. Who else? Anybody? Oh, Puff Candy's in as well. Good evening. Some bad weather in North Wales. It's been fairly dry today, but it's got cold again. The other day we had a day of sunshine, and in the sun it was actually quite nice and warm. As we'd say here, a fine warm car day. When's the next bus wire due? Alan Reynolds, Buckland Junction. Good evening, Alan. You're back early from the pub today? Ross, hi, Rowan Grace. Heard about the recent online messages. Hope you're doing. Oh, you didn't get some nasty messages, did you guys? Martin O'Keefe saying, good evening, Martin. How are you doing? Did you get an email from me today? I hope it went through. Oh, there's the link for Model Rail Crew. Looking forward to that. Yes, we had 2 days of sun and rain most of the day. No, Mark, got some rude nude ones, really. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but was it? I have 4 daughters. The eldest is just turned 26, the youngest is 17. And the amount of unsolicited pictures they got, and still do get, is unbelievable. I can't believe people do that. It's just like, it comes through and it's like, oh, delete. Sticker. Yeah, women are always sending them to Rob. Leicester Station TMD, Gary, good evening, how are you doing? Oh, Moreland Railway, Andy's in as well. Good evening, Andy, how are you doing? And Alan says, is speaker wires his power supply too? Yep. I started using, because I was using 1.5 twin and earth, which has got a solid core, purely because I had loads of it around the house. My dad used to be a Sparky, so there was lots of it around. But having this, instead of having the solid core, much easier to solder and gives a much better joint with that. And it's like it can carry plenty of ampage, this here, so. It's all the rage of the younger set, about to clamp down in Scotland anyway. Yeah, it's about time. Because if you're, like, obviously my kids were minors at the time, and people who were sending this stuff was minors as well. And that is actually against the law, and they don't realise you can be done for that and end up on a list you don't want to be on a list for. Yeah, so apologies last night. I didn't get a video out. I didn't get this done. I haven't done it because over the weekend we had the little boy's confirmation and my daughter's birthday, and we had the club night on Friday night, which was an excellent night, great fun night. I haven't done anything, and I actually just came in here and done a bit of the green here. As you can see, half is green, half is still the brown, and I've done some around here. It's just the base layer, so it all looks a bit samey at the moment, but it will be broken up with different colours. So that's what I've done here. I'm probably going to do some work on this tomorrow. So hopefully I'll get the video on this out this weekend. So I don't think I have anything planned this weekend. I don't know if the missus has got something planned for me. So I'm hoping to get in here over the weekend and do a bit of work on this. Speaker wire, cheap at Screw Fix. Yep. I'm pretty sure I got this at Screw Fix. Ross said, made a model of the pool bag towers and put a smoke machine in. Oh, very good, Ross. Yeah, that was Adam's confirmation. He done very well. It was a good day out. We went bowling afterwards. We had great fun bowling. And we got pizza. That was it. It was a lovely day out. So this one running here, this is the class 181, Murphy's models, and then this one is the class 141. They look exactly the same. The main difference between the classes are some of the grills on the side are slightly different. But the main difference between them, I think, is one, the engine, and there might be some difference in the braking system as well. But that's the main difference between the two classes, is the engine. And then, of course, we've got Railcar 4 whizzing around on the top. I actually relayed this bit of track as well. I did mention before that I knocked it, so there was an uneven curve here. But I've sorted that out, relayed the track, and now that seems to be whizzing around there quite nicely. Stanhover Model Railway, good evening, Mark. That's Captain Static. How are you doing, sir? That's a list you definitely don't want to be on, yes. I got a whole roll from ours. Can't find it now, I need it. That is always the way. And as soon as you buy another one, that's when it'll turn up. But I did actually buy this roll for putting some speakers in, and then I looked at it and thought, I could use that on my model railway. And 25-metre roll goes a fair distance. It goes 25 metres. Oh dear, my missus is watching, because I just got a text from her saying, can you stand still? You're making her feel dizzy walking around. I'm just going to walk around all the more now. Can't have her watching, guys, can we? I might slip up and say something. Anyway, I'm just getting my steps in. Right, I suppose I could take the cleaning car off, put it on the other track. Yeah, there's still liquid in there. Oh, I just got threatened. Said if I don't keep still, then I will lose my internet connection. She's got the router outside, so if I disappear. Oh, I managed to stop it on that dead point, didn't I? Oh, no, didn't like that. I'm going to have to put that on behind. Because it doesn't have a proper coupling on the front. Helps if you put it in the right direction. Right, let's try that again. The lady's got her eye on me. Yeah, she has. Right, so that is the, if you're interested on the cleaner, it's the charge cleaner. I think that's how you pronounce it. I did a video on it. I've had it a couple of years now. So if you, SHARGE, I think it is. If you look up my videos, you'll come across it. It's very much like, I think it's the American, it's the CMX one. It's quite a solid, heavyweight. It's got the pads underneath, drips the fluid down onto it. But does a great job. And this is the sort of thing you can just have it as it is here. You see it just coming past the camera. Go around and clean it. I like to put it on the front if I can, because then I think as it goes around putting the fluid down, the wheels on the loco picks it up and the wheels on the loco get cleaned as well. I don't know whether it actually does or not. I just think it might. Well, Mark's just been fed and watered. That's good. Oh, I hope she didn't hear about the duty pictures. Wow. Yes, I need to do a bit more work on that level crossing because I just got caught up on the level crossing. So I'll just give it a little bit more juice. Right, I'll have a seat. Just out of shot. Andy, that's why I want to do a live, just be long one beep. Andrew 156, good evening Andrew, how are you doing? John Holly, I finally found where I put my adjustable feet, so I should be able to get them installed this weekend. Yeah, as you can see where it just slows up and gets caught up on where the level crossing is. I've got a little bit of work to do on there. Which hopefully will all be revealed in the video, because I made a mistake. Andrew, it'll be my birthday on Sunday, Mark. I'll be 21 again. Happy birthday for Sunday, Andrew. Rusty Trackle, Rusty tackle. Oh dear. Sorry. Rusty tracks. Railroad. There's looking fab. Thank you very much. And sorry for mispronouncing your name. Mark Stanover is going to do another live someday. You should do, Mark. They're good fun. It's good fun chatting with everyone. Iron Horse Craig has started doing lives, and he's done one now the past couple of Tuesdays. I was in there Tuesday night. He's very good. It's quite entertaining. Simon, I thought I was the one who does the mispronunciations. Oh, Andrew's going to be 38. Ooh. I left that heart thing on again, didn't I? Let me just remove that, because I find that really annoying. I've gone to log in my YouTube and it's decided, oh, we want to verify it's you. It's probably because I had a VPN on this computer earlier on. Oh. It's made my... There we go. There we go. And that should disappear shortly. Maybe 38, just like to be 21. Yeah, I think we all would. And Andy said it was his birthday last Sunday, and he was 21 again. I'll see, Lord Al's got the skinny on that. So belated birthday greetings, Andy. Is that what you'll be getting, Andrew? A piece of shortbread with a candle in it? Timber Surf's in the house. Good evening, Timber. How do you do? And Simon says, I just act half my age. Yes, I see Robin Grace there, RGJ Trains are busy posting links. Don't forget to post a link to your own channel, guys. And Robin Grace, they're not live this Saturday because Brian, Furniture Central Mark II, will be doing it. So if somebody could throw a link up to that. And of course we got Anthony, oh dear. We have Anthony doing his live Friday. Why didn't that stop? I hit stop, why didn't it stop? Well, because I didn't hit stop. Yeah, I'm going to take the car off now. It's gone around a few times. I don't want it catching all the time on the crossing because it's going to not good for the motor. It'll make it burn out quicker than it should. Let's switch off the drip. Put that over there. And back to the chat. Alex will be 21 for the 54th time in a couple of weeks. Oh, Rusty Tracks will be live Sunday 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. So what, that'll be about 6:30 for us. There's the link for Brian. Don't forget his OnlyFans link. Oh yes, that's right. Yes, Anthony his daughter has been in hospital. She's had an operation. Everything's gone well. She's doing fine. But obviously, he mightn't be doing his live, and that'll be the first live he misses, as Flymo says, in 608 live streams. Oh, it's Clive in the house. Hi, Clive. How you doing? Ross is heading upstairs to do his layout. Simon, I hope it wasn't you who posted those nudes. Family first. Yes, indeed. Family always comes first. Hi all, I'm a bit late joining. Hi Alan, how you doing? Love to see the underside of the track cleaner, please. Certainly. What I will do is I will go back to... No, I don't want that one. I want that one. And give you a closer look at the track cleaner. So, and I'll show you how it works. So this is the track cleaner. Ignore the Allen key sticking out at the top, because I'll show you what that's for in a second. So there you go. If you see there, you can see that's where the fluid drips down onto this block, onto that pad, which is just basically a velvet pad. It gets all wet, and you can see there, you can probably just make out the streaks on it where it runs over the rails. So really you want it just... Takes a while to adjust these. You just want it sitting so it's touching the rail, not really any pressure on it, just touching. And you can see there, I have mine at a slight angle. I find it runs better like that. So this is the direction of travel. And just like that, it just helps it get over the points when it's like that. So obviously, that's the fill there. If I take this out, so you fill it in there. It comes with a syringe. You fill it in there, and if you can see, I don't know if you. Don't know if you can make out in there, but there's a little hole in there. There it is. Right. So when you put this in, you don't screw it all the way in tight. You sort of release it off so that air can get in. And then with this Allen key here, you adjust the screw that goes down through here. It just needs a fraction of a turn, and then that allows the liquid. You're looking for about 4 drops every 10 seconds, I think is what they recommend. And that's it. And you just put it on, and it goes around. It's got NEM couplings on it, so you can put your whatever coupling you want in there. So it's quite nice, quite a hefty little thing, so it gives a good bit of weight down on the track. And you just run it around and it cleans the track. You can have that running around all day. Right, I hope that explains it. Any other questions on it, pop them in the chat. Yeah, I'll try and go back. That's the track cleaner, yeah. Oh, I'll put it back to the 4 screens. Oh, Leslie Gilpin's in. Hi Leslie, how are you doing? Managed to get here tonight and hopefully won't drop off. What did Simon say? If I did, I wouldn't be, yeah. Harbour experience, yeah. Yeah, we're all wishing Anthony's daughter a speedy recovery. Yeah, Sarge Truck Cleaner. Canadian Locomotive Logistics, how you doing? Welcome back to the stream, hope we're keeping well. I think we should all go and help Clive with his shed, then he can start on his layout. Yeah, I think we should. He's dragging it out a bit. Yeah, it came with, it did come with a load of spare strip. Like that there. Or maybe I bought extra strip when I ordered it, I can't remember. But like, that's the original strip that was on there. That's going to last me for years. Because you can take the strip off and you can wash it as well. So, you know, it'll last for a long time. Yes, it is an expensive purchase, but it does a really good job. It's probably the best one I've used. The CMX one is 250 quid. Is that how much they are now? Hang on, let me just have a quick Google. If I can actually find the... Oh. I didn't mean to do that. They're on here as 117.50. So I'm just going back into my video so I can post the link. Well, I bet Flymer's got there way before me. Oh, we're down to 3 cameras. Something went wrong. Try again. What did I say? Flymer just got in there before me. Ah, dear. I need that. Enter studio. Right, that's going back online now. Ross is asking RG Chain, what scale is your layer? Looks very nice. Robin Grace RGJ is 00 gauge. Oh, Leslie was more up your way, Adam, on Tuesday. Andy's popping off. Sorby's kit, where's mine to get the address? Still haven't used my Sarge at IPA yet. It works pretty well dry. Well, that's what I use in mine is IPA. It says don't use the 100% IPA, dilute it a bit, but to be honest, I've been running it with, because it said in there don't use 100 because it may dissolve the plastics and things like that. It definitely dissolves the paint that's on it. But I haven't had any other issues using 100% IPA in it. And I got mine for 40 quid 7 years ago. And he paid 50-ish. Clive says he's doing the outside, we're ready for the slabs. All right. And Mark cleans his by hand. Yeah, we've got the old track rubber. Like, I got 3 track rubbers here. I've got the Pico one, which is great for really stubborn dirt, like when you spill paint on your layout or something like that. And then I've got the original Gauge Master one, which I don't use very often anymore because I find that one just leaves loads of bits behind. But the Gauge Master, the pink one, that's about the best to use. The cleaner, great for getting into tunnels and under bridges. Yeah, it's great for when you have tunnels and under bridges and things. And as well as that, what you find is all right in this layout because it's in the building stage. But when you have a completed layout and you've got line side bits and pieces and trees and things like that, every time you clean the track, you're gonna snag something. No matter how careful you are, you'll end up ripping something off and breaking something. Let's move that, the unofficial sponsor, into shot a bit more. The shipping kills it from the USA, yeah. Oh, RGJ Trains got in there with the cleaner as well. Really, Simon? You met someone in Dublin and they sent you a... That says a lot for Dublin. Leslie said, oh, yeah, I can't remember what I paid for mine. It wasn't that much anyway. No problem, guys. I knew someone would get to it before me. There's the usual Thursday evening call from my daughter. And I'm just going to reply to her. What day is it? Oh, please, go away. Right, back to the chat. Grace got in there before me. Simon was never good. What is the camera you're running on the exit of the tunnel? Is that the top right? That is my camera, my phone. That's running that. And tonight my phone is deciding to be a little bit glitchy, which is why it's stuttering and going off and stuff. Other days it works fine, and then some streams it just keeps crashing. John Holly's asking Grace how your mum doing. I hope she's well on the mend. Some breeze model, I can't remember. If I said mark the CV to change direction back to forward was CV29 and value 7. There we go. I think I did say it was CV29 last week. Oh, Mick is being dragged off kicking and screaming to the pub. Enjoy, Mick. Catch you again. Last time I looked, the Sarge was around a ton. Oh, Ross is hopping off as well. See you, Ross. Take care. Track rubber from Gauge Master GM25 does not damage the track, about 12 quid. Yeah, that's the sort of pinky coloured one, because I think it's aluminium oxide. Hal's Crossing is a good setup, clever guy. Yeah, he's very good with the Arduinos and all that sort of stuff. And Leslie has the Tomix vacuum cleaner. I have the Dalpol cleaner van, and about the only thing I use in that is the vacuum. I don't use the pads on it or anything like that. It's just the vacuum I use on it. Didn't meet someone in Dublin. I was following me. Oh, right, he was following me on Facebook. It wasn't a dub. Okay. Yes, Hal does love his machine code. He certainly does. Brian's in the house. Good evening, Brian. How you doing? There's my brother Jonathan. He's going to start ringing me now as well. RDJ Trains are shooting off. Don't forget, not live Saturday. It's Brian's waffle time. So head over, hit subscribe. So there's the link for Brian's channel. Hit it to subscribe. He'll be doing his waffle. I believe, Brian, you're doing it from 8 o'clock. If you've set it up already, throw up the link. Scott says, thankfully it's payday tomorrow, so back off the bread and water until I spot the next loco. I can't resist. Sorry, camera on the bottom left. The bottom left is a Microsoft, oh, what's it called? It's the round one, cylinder shape. What's it called? I can't remember what they call it now. It's a fairly old one. It's supposed to be HD 720. Oh, what do they call it? Hang on, I can actually look at the... bear with me a second. I can just actually look on here and it will tell me. Microsoft LifeCam, that's it. I've had that one for years. And the other camera's gone off again. Let's put that back on. Oh, didn't mute that. That was almost a disaster. There we go. Oh, sorry, yes, not too good at the moment. Very hard battle she has. Thanks for asking. Well, wish her all the best, please, Grace. I'll set the stream up till I've got it right. Go on, Brian, set it up now and put the link in. The back of hardboard is a soft track cleaner. Yep. Raymond Legs is in. Good evening, Raymond. How are you doing? Tube cam. The reason I asked this fits perfectly for the location. Well, actually, you can't really tell on there, but the rails are actually moved further apart for it to fit in there, because eventually that camera will be replaced with a little hut. So it'll sort of disguise it a bit. Raymond Legs, be careful of the new Windows. Windows updates, great. They used to be the bane of my life when I used to do support, because you'd have a couple of test machines that you'd have in an enterprise somewhere. You would push out the updates to them, see what it breaks, and then go, right, we're not pushing that update out, and then push, yeah. Of course, it never would always break everything straight away. You might push it out to a load of machines, and then the next thing, boom. Microsoft should sort out their updates before rolling them out. Yeah, the problem is when they roll out an update, it will work fine on Windows, but if you've got some sort of program that the update messes with that Microsoft isn't aware of, or you've got some unusual bit of hardware that's not the standard, then that's where the problems start. There's a link for the Donegal Model Railway Club on Facebook. Give it a follow, please, guys. Would that be the job of the cabinet? Does anyone else use circuit breakers on our layout? How do you find them? I don't, but I just make sure my DCC controller gets unplugged every week. Whenever I finish playing, the laptops I use, everything gets unplugged. They're part of TMC now. Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen with DCC Concepts. Are they going to continue supplying chips through TMC, or are they just going to be defunct? And so they did do some good kits and some decent bits and pieces. Yes, as Flymo says there, hit that like button if you haven't already, and share the stream and the channel, please, folks. That'd be very much appreciated. Subscribe if you're new here. If you're lurking in the background, do pop into the chat and say hello. And I say, if you've got any questions about this layout or questions about model railways, pop them into the chat. Have they restarted supplying the retailers? I thought TMC had bought everything bar the name. Oh, that's what's happened. So they've just bought the stock, but not the name. So does that mean DCC Concepts is no more? It's supposed to be renamed now as Layout Concepts. Oh. Timber says you only need circuit breakers if your command station is 3 amps or bigger or have a large layout. I think, Timber, they want a circuit breaker because they had an issue with their gauge master started smoking on them. So they want the protection of having a circuit breaker in there. So if they're renaming them to Layout Concepts, then you've got to think that maybe they didn't buy the name. I need some more juice. Tonight is Lidl's finest sparkling lemon and lime water, as I'm trying to cut down on my sugar intake. Oh, Ivo, didn't see you in the chat. Didn't think I said hello to you. Hi, Ivo. Sorry, missed you out there. Explains why Jenny's mate left before Christmas to work at Rails. Layout concept showroom, formerly DCC concept. The website isn't loading just now, either updating or transferring to the Model Centre website. Well, we're almost approaching 8:30. Anybody who's new here, for some reason at 8:30, it started, I don't know when, but we all start talking about food. I just got a message through from my other half because I was talking about the price of something and she said, "Oh, I can see your nose getting bigger." There's a link to Andy's channel. We'll go and check it out. Oh, and Rusty's Tracks is saying there's been trying the site, lots of discussion on forums. Yes. As I said at the beginning of the stream, tonight I'm running my Irish models because we lost Paddy Murphy, who produced these lovely models here off Irish stock. He passed away at the weekend there. So Irish night tonight, running my 141, my 181. I've got my 121 sitting in the siding here. And then of course my A-class by Irish Railway Models, which I wouldn't have either. Thanks to Paddy helping those guys get started. And of course my Acura scale models, because of course Irish Railway Models is also Acura scale. So he helped them get started. So there's a nice shot bottom left there, the two passing. And then, of course, running on the top, I've got Railcar 4 from the County Donegal Railway. And somebody says, 3930, get hitting the thumbs up. And Mark says from Stanhover Motor Railway, just in case anyone missed it, I uploaded a short to my YouTube channel yesterday to show some of the working signals on my layout. Full video about it to follow soon once I get the time to edit it. Yeah, that's the thing. It's all right shooting these videos and everything, but editing them, oh, it takes hours. I dare say, Rusty Tracks, some folks not. For some on Iron Horse was let go, sore one at a time like this, yeah. Yeah, poor old Craig, Iron Horse, he was just let go. So he's out job hunting at the moment. Beautiful models, yeah they are, they're lovely models. Southern Trains Motor Railway, I've pre-ordered the Oxford Rail GWR Aberdare class from Rails to Sheffield on Monday in the BR Patch GWR livery. Oh. And there's the link to Stanhover Motor Railway's channel. Leslie, it was sad for Craig. Yeah, it was. I've met Craig a couple of times at shows and I've been over it. Nice guy. Does some great weathering and stuff. He's got a lovely layout that he's building. And it's just unfortunate. So I hope he gets sorted soon and gets a job. Ivo and Timber are getting into it about using boosters. Soon the whole layout will be green. Yeah, well, this is the first layer, my base layer, so this side will be green, hopefully by the end of the weekend. That's the first basing layer, and then I'll start doing the static grassing on it. Well, actually, no, I won't be doing any more green over the weekend because I've got to get the water done first. That's the next job to do before I do any more green, is the water, because then once the water's done, I can then do the green and everything up to the water's edge, because I don't want the resin touching the green, because then it can draw some of the colours out and then it won't look right. So put the resin in first, then once that's hard I can do the green up to the resin. Just tell Becky it's the lighting mark and you were telling the truth. Richard Brown, good evening. Hope everyone is well. Currently playing Train in the Trains Room. Very good. I'd rather live stream all the mistakes and error. Can't be edited out. Yeah, see, people love it when I'm doing a live stream and I'm doing some soldering, because they're always waiting for me, one, to see if I burn myself, and two, when I burn myself, do I swear? 8:30, meaning food chat. Oh. Craig turned Jenny's stream into a gasworks. Yeah, he did. Good job he wasn't gassy when they had the fire incident, yeah. William Oakliner 3988, hello from NYC. Good evening and welcome to my Thursday night live stream. I hope you're keeping well. I suppose is it still afternoon in New York City? Or late evening? No, what would it be? 8 o'clock. Be about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, just 3:30. Never do maths live. Hot dog pilot Andy had a beef burrito, you'll be hearing from me. If I may, for weathering and 3D printing, give Craig a shout via Facebook. Orders for weathering can be discussed on Craig's Facebook. Yep. I say he does do commissions and things like that, and he's got developing some 3D prints and things like that, so do check him out, because I'm sure he could do with the help at the moment. And if you check out his videos, you can see he does a great weathering job. Leslie says, only met Craig the once, I think at Glasgow a few years back, and last year at Saturday Model Show. He greeted me like an old friend, respect. Yeah. He's generally a really nice guy and really friendly. The green grass of Donegal Dad. Moneybrook Junction, good evening, Jonathan. Good night, Belle. Sleep tight. And how was your World Book Day today, going as Pikachu? Sorry, Belle is my goddaughter, my brother's daughter, so also my niece. So, good night, Belle. Sleep tight. You're all friendly. I find most model railway people are awesome. Yep, we're all pretty friendly. We sing bunches in here every Thursday evening here. Chewing the cud, as we say. Having the crack, as we do in Ireland. Crack in Ireland means something different than the other meaning. Thought you were going to break into song network. Tom Hewson, I had quite a big lunch, so I only had one Kaiser Carm tonight. What is that? William, I learned to speak Irish from my friends at work. Yeah. The one phrase every Irish person teaches another person is pogue mahone. Pogue is kiss, maw is my. You can guess what the other one is. Some people who are evil, then when they go, oh, what's hello in Irish? They go, oh, pogue mahone. Leslie is currently eating oats, yogurt and blueberries. Hello, Munderburg Junction, just in time for the food chat. Flying was putting up the link to William's channel there. A beef burrito is much better than a bean burrito, yes. A bean burrito is too starchy. Just wait until you hit 71 and your eyesight starts going to, then you'll become even more careful about burning yourself. William had beef, bean and cheese. To everyone who has a layout, have you all used underlay or have any of you just laid track straight on the baseboard? What I do is I use 2mm cork, buy it in rolls like that, cut it into strips, and put it under the track. This is 2mm cork. It doesn't help with the sound deadening. The reason I do it is because it gives a nice shoulder when you do the ballasting. I think if you want sound deadening, you would need to cover, I think it's like the way Rob and Grace are doing it, where they put foam down over everything and then do the cork for the shoulder and ballast, because the thing is when you ballast it, when you have just the cork down, yes, it does deaden the sound, but when you ballast it and you use the glue and everything on it, it then just transfers the sound to the baseboard and you get that sort of drumming effect. It also depends which locos and rolling stock you're using as well, because I find some of mine is noisier than others. Never tried it around, pass on it. With you on that, Rusty. Anyone has a stream ready to take Anthony's slot tomorrow when needed? Yeah, anybody? Because obviously I don't want to speak for Anthony, but I know he's in and out of hospital with his daughter at the moment. Whether he's going to miss tomorrow or whether he'll go live from the hospital. But we'll wait and see. Bargrove Junction Scott, I used 3mm cork, but kind of wished I used foam. There's the link for Iron Horse YouTube channel. Do go check him out. Sarah and I had liver and bacon for dinner tonight, followed by Mr. Kipling raspberry steam pudding for dessert. Ooh, liver. Oh, raspberry and steam pudding. Yes. Bacon, yes. Liver, no. Pete Hermitage Road had cheese on toast. Oh, that's something you have cheese toasties, but cheese on toast is totally different. That's a lot nicer. Hang on, let me move over here, son. There we are. I'm sort of kind of in shot. If one could cook, I would join in the food chat. Scott has a coconut chicken curry. Very nice. Why do they make commercial jingles so catchy and infectious? John and Ollie had lasagna. Andy says he can cook. Andy says you don't need to cook to eat. Rusty says, since I run T-Track, I lay it straight onto the plywood. Oh, Lord, I had soup. Kieran J94, good evening, Kieran. How are you doing? Leslie, no underlay, but using Kato Unitrack. Well, it's Cato track, yeah. How do you like your beans and toast, Al? Well, today I had lamb chops. Just 3 lamb chops. Done them in the air fryer. Lovely. I made sweet and sour chicken with boiled rice for everybody else. Made my own sweet and sour sauce using, what do I put in it? Pineapple juice, soy sauce, some sugar, salt and pepper, rice wine vinegar, and then just fried up the chicken with a little bit of onion, finely chopped onion, garlic, a bit of salt and pepper. Put in the sauce, let it simmer for a little while. Dumped in some chopped up red bell pepper, and served up with rice. Tom, I can cook. Open microwave door, put stuff in. Soup on toast. Standard Model Railway 2020. I laid my track straight on the baseboard. I'm not worried about the noise, as I can only one train at a time anyway. Moneybrook Junction, we use foam floor tiles and foam yoga mats. I was actually looking at them in, they were in Lidl the other day, and I was actually looking at them going, wonder if I could use those. What I did buy in Lidl, which I don't know where I put it now, is they had for the gardening, they had a whole load of natural sort of twine in, which you can use and break up to make bushes and that sort of thing, which you'll hopefully see later on when I'm doing more work on this. Simon to John and Holly. I'm having lasagna tomorrow for my tea, as I got a Gurno one which I reduced in price in the freezer. I think extruded foam as a base carries as much, if not more, noise than plywood base. How do you get the 2mm cork strips to go around curves? I find because it's 2mm, it is flexible enough to go around curves. It doesn't bunch up or anything. I find it just goes around. I don't have any issue with it. But then I'm using 3rd and 4th radius curves. I think if it was smaller than that, you'd have to cut a slit in it to get it around. Oh, hang on. Oh, chat just jumped on me. Climate Chairman, I meant to add using shop floor square tiles, short pile and tough as well for underlay, yeah. I used one layout I built, I got cork floor tiles because they were on special in Home Base or something like that. It was an open pack and they were for a couple of quid, so I got them and put them down on the whole layout. They were handy because they had sticky back, so you just stuck them down. The Wavy Train, good evening, welcome to the stream. Alan White, dinner tonight, fresh salmon in a sauce with carrots, parsnip, red bell peppers, all mixed with pasta and garnished with dried parsley. And you say I don't listen. Air fryers, the best thing since DCC. Yeah, air fryers are handy if you're just doing something for yourself. But when you've got a big family, you still can't beat the oven. Someone tried to had someone asking for lamb shanks last week at work. Sadly, I didn't go to Northern Ireland. Sat here just listening in a lot of pain today. Oh, Brian, what's up? Was it your shoulder you done in? I can't remember now. Well, we're down with Anthony Dodge, as you may hear, but we're all doing okay. Thanks for asking. Yeah, it is the shoulder, yeah. Wavy Train, I'm digging the angles. Good. So you've got a nice overview. And then, of course, the top left is that corner over there. You can see the, where is it? The phone there. And then the bottom left is, you can just probably just make, on my finger. The camera's just about, nope, where am I? Over there. There. Hang on. Here. And then the bottom right, I just get my rights, left and rights mixed up, is this camera here sitting on the bridge. Clive's got a pot noodle cooking. Ooh, going all out tonight, Clive. Lord Al, if you do Anthony's spot, Barb could do Daisy impressions. Summer Breeze, John Holly. Did the doctor ever give you anything for the shoulder, Brian? Sorry to hear him in pain tonight. Good, thanks. I managed to procure 3 more GW Mark IIIs, just waiting for the restaurant to come out. Very good. You have to stir it. Oh, you didn't get anything from the doctor? Bombay, Bombay bad boy for the win. I didn't realise how big TT120 actually is next to a 00 Loco. Yeah, well, it's sort of kind of halfway between 00 and N. John Holly's asking, have you tied a heat blanket on it, Brian, or deep freeze or deep heat at all? If it's thicker, cut slits across the section on tighter curves. Yeah, the more slits are required, yeah. How far in the chat? Brian's got an X-ray in a couple of weeks. Really, you've got to wait a couple of weeks. Arthur, a chap needs a good foot in the rear. Who's that, Scott? Yeah, I can't believe that you got to wait weeks for an X-ray. The Bomboy Bad Boy helps ease the blockage coconut causes. Too much information, Clive. Oh, let me just check on the old mic. Oh, we're down to the red. So I'm just going to swap over mics a moment. Managed to catch that before it died completely. And you were all screaming at me in the chat. So hopefully you should still hear me. The main train show goes to get the parts that I need for my Donner Ocean train. They did make close coupler conversion sets for them. To climb. What's the lift-off potential for that? Simon says, it took me 18 months to get that hospital appointment in Derby, which I won't say as it grossed people out last week. Yeah, I get that as well, Clive. Me and like oh. Right, I suppose I can sit here for a little while. Right, don't forget to hit the thumbs up for me, guys, and share the stream and subscribe if you're new here. And if you've got any questions, do pop them up in the chat, because I seem to be able to keep up with the chat this evening. Seriously, we'll never scream at you in the chat. All caps maybe, but scream. Leslie says, I've been resisting visiting Clark Train Works to see what he takes to Motherwell, Scotland. But when the important came time, we forgot what it was for. We have the same sort of problem here with our health service. Waiting lists are ridiculous, and like that, you're put on a waiting list for something, and then a letter comes through going, "Oh, you're still on the waiting list. Do you still want it?" And it doesn't tell you what you're on the waiting list for, and you're trying to figure out, because you can be put on several different waiting lists to try and speed it up. So they might put you on the waiting list for Letterkenny Hospital and for Sligo and for Galway. Is the Railcar 4 still going around? Yes, it is. I'll tell you what, we'll actually take Railcar 4 off because it's been running. Take that off, and we'll put Railcar 18 on, because I haven't actually, since I've done the landscaping and that, need to make sure this runs and fits through around the landscaping. Some of it is a little bit close to the track. So this is a model of Railcar 18, which ran on the Donegal. Right, I think that's on the track. We'll soon find out as it goes over a point. Oh no, it derailed. Now, did it derail or was it just not on the track properly? Right, where are we? Trains, etc. Good evening. Welcome, Hamish and Tracy. How are you guys doing? Right, that is derailing, so to watch that now when it comes around again and see where it is derailing. What's it hitting off? Oh. Well, that's annoying. It appears to be derailing inside the tunnel. Oh, maybe that's what it is. There's a little track pin sticking up. Maybe that's what it is. I hope. The hammer. Nope. Right, so that's going to carry more investigation tomorrow. Let's just see why it's doing that. There's no join or anything there. Always good conversation. Thank you very much. I vote money. It's on a tunnel derailment. Yeah, you're right. Depending on what you need, the NHS offers the local Sawbones or Hexham in Newcastle and more distant places. As Reimer says, hit the like button if you haven't already and share the channel and live stream, folks. Hammer sandwich. And Joshua's heading off. Good evening. Well, good night, Joshua. I can't remember where I said hello to you, but good evening and good night. Last week, someone had a set up on 9mm track with 3 miniature narrow gauge coupling bars. Oh my God, the hammer's out. Did you sort the track opposite the tunnel on the 009? Yeah, this bit here, I sorted that. So whether sorting this disturbed something down here, because I did sort of relay this whole section. So it might be that I have to fettle with that tomorrow. Mark's heading off now. Right, I'm off now. The apprentice will be starting shortly. Thanks for another great live stream, Mark. Bye all. Take care. Mark, Captain Static. First you don't see use the hammer. Yep. And there lies the beauty of live streaming. You get to find the gremlins because they all hide when no one is watching you. The amount of times I have everything, because obviously I get everything running sort of 10, 15 minutes before I hit the live button. Everything runs perfectly. Because I hit the go live. I got 20 seconds to get around there to where I do the intro from. And the amount of times I've been stood there, something's derailed, something's come off, it's shorted out, and I'm like, so I got to do the intro and then come around and sort the mess out. Mark, it's a bit more finesse. Your dad does a bang good job on live streams. Oh, always with the puns, Simon. Stop, hammer time. Yeah, so anyway, turn off the power. That's what I came around here to do, was turn off the power on the track. Because obviously this, I'll get my words out in a minute. The 009 is still running on DC for the time being. Right, what I'm going to do is run it around the other way and see if it derails. It doesn't derail going that way. Well, so far. Trust me, being there, done that, but that's what makes live stream more interesting than the video. I just like live streaming because we've the same gang in here every week, and it's good to chat and catch up with people, see what everyone's been up to. And we get new people hopping in, asking questions, and it's just a club night for an international club night. There we go. Lights have stopped flickering. Yeah, I did notice the lights on there have gone off. Yeah, I did notice on the this one here, the lights were flickering. They're not flickering now. Right, well the rail car is still going around fine. Yeah, it might be just that curve is a little bit too tight and I just need to ease it off a bit for the longer wheelbase. I remember that time when one of Donegal Railway. Yeah, I remember that. It's like, oh, but luckily the sofa was just there and it caught it. No damage was done. The anticipation. Enjoy these live streams as we have a good laugh or crack. Urban Outsider, Nick, good evening. How you doing, mate? Hope you're keeping well. I was, what day was it? Tuesday night, I was looking up on iTrains to see when version 6 was coming out, and it didn't say anything, and I was like, oh, when I was Googling it, it didn't say anything, and then Wednesday, they released version 6. I was just like, Kieran says, one thing I might do in the future is get some more Mark 3s. Might HST step. Very good. Anybody who doesn't know, the Urban Outsider is Nick. He is Rule 1. I haven't posted anything for a while, have you, Nick? You said you were going to get back into it. Rusty Tracks did a quick introduction video to DCC x CSV1 on my live stream last weekend. Ended up building a portable DCX box to take to shows. Have gotten involved with a local manufacturer. Fun. Thinking about upgrading. Yeah, well, I will probably go. I'm going to go down the iTrains route, but I was waiting for version 6 to come out before I took the plunge. But I think their price when I looked, it was for the full version is 399, 400 euros. Because I've built a temporary office layout for now until I can build something video worthy. Will you be taking, what's your layout, Western Exchange to Wexford? Or are you not showing at the show, displaying, bringing a model? As I would say, if it's decent weather, or forecast to be half decent weather, I'll come down and camp again for the weekend. Not this year, but I'll be helping out. All right, okay, so I'll see you there anyway if I get time. Raymond's rivet counters should be punished by having them count all the rivets on the Queen Mary and the Britannic. Oh dear. I don't know what is going on with the top right hand camera, but it keeps going in and out of focus and blurry and being jerky and stuff. It's just not happy tonight. Lord Isles asking, Andy, Hot Dog, is the ESU controller any good? Are you happy with it? I was thinking of an upgrade. Although you're welcome to come up to my home after and check out the iTrain layout at home. That'd be great if I could, Nick, as I'm sure I'll have a rake of questions for you. Because I've got plenty of work, scenic-wise, to do on the layout before I start worrying about. Sort of got half a thought on the computer control and how I'm going to do it, because I did build it and lay the track in blocks and everything, so I could do computer control. Oh, excuse me. So, as I said, having an Irish night tonight, running my Murphy's models, because unfortunately we lost Paddy Murphy, the guy who produced all these models with Bachmann. So, I thought I'd run them tonight in memory of him, a little tribute, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have these models. And he also helped Irish Railway Models get started with their A-class, which are also Acura scale. So he helped those guys out get started as well. So he's a loss to our modelling community here in Ireland and abroad. Perfect, that makes it much easier to install. Yeah, because when I was chatting to you the night, you were saying about it, and I said, no, I already wired it. I've insulated the sections and everything, already thought about that. So are you running Apple or Android for your DCC? Well, at the moment, I have the Gauge Master controller with the Wi-Fi module, which then I use engine driver on a tablet, so I can connect the tablet to the Wi-Fi module and I can use that to control the trains. I will be, when I get iTrain, use a Windows machine to, because I'll have to upgrade my controller. I'm going to get a new controller. I'll be using Windows to run iTrain. I saw Curious go. One of my first really good models, the A-Class, my only Irish one. Yeah. Yeah, I also, with this controller, I've got the USB link to my computer, and I can use JMRI with this. And I have used JMRI, and I've had the track plan on that, and I've had it on my tablet, so I can just have the track plan and hit the button to change the points, because I've got DCC concept controllers on the solenoid point motors, which I'm going to be changing under some advice from Nick. Yeah, the only problem with iTrains is it's paid for software. They do different versions, do an iTrain Lite and up to different versions, whereas JMRI is free. Kieran says, I saw either Kierscar or someone post that on Facebook. The Irish locos look nice. Yeah, I say that Paddy Murphy was helped Irish Railway Models and Acura scale really get off the ground, gave them a lot of advice and helped them. The Urban Outsider, JMRI is hard to use. Yes, you're right. I think there's a big learning curve in JMRI to use it. That's the thing I want to ask you now, Nick. How easy is it to set up three-way points on iTrains? Have you done it? Because JMRI is a pain. You've got to set it up as sort of two separate points, and I've never got it to work properly. Thirdly, could you not do all that anyways through either JMR or engine driver? Yeah, you can use it, but you need to have something to control your section. So you either do dots or current sensing, which is how I'll be doing current sensing. So as the loco goes in, it feels the current being pulled on that section and goes, the loco's in that section. And depending on the chips and everything you've got in and the system you use, it may be able to read that chip and go, oh, this is a class 30, this is class 37, blah, blah, blah. And I know it's here and it's going this direction. JMR needs a software update. It's dated. Yeah. Trainco have announced they're shutting down their automation software. Yeah, I seen that on a couple of weeks ago because that's what Charlie at Chadwick uses, and he was a bit miffed, like he paid all that money, and then they said, oh, we're not making it anymore. So you're right. I think iTrain is about to take off because apart from JMRI and iTrain, I don't know of any other software controllers. Hal, HH Express likes his JMRI. Yeah. 3 points are easy. I've got a video on it somewhere on my rule 1. Yeah, it was setting it up in iTrain. That's what I was wondering, because JMRI, it wasn't that easy to set up. I was just wondering, is it a lot simpler in iTrain? Buffering. Yeah, I don't know why the internet's going a bit slow. You know, I'm supposed to have a gigabyte fiber broadband in this house, but like it should be able to handle 4 things streaming. Mind you, there could be Netflix on half a dozen other TVs in the house as well. I'm off to County Cork Saturday to get an iTrain layout up and running and to check it all over. Oh, very good. Be nice. Bassett Vids. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the stream. I don't think I said hello to you already, or if I did, miss you, I'm sorry. Me and my son have 2 Irish locos here in London, 2-in-1 Enterprise and a 141 Murphy's models or class. Both sound great, sound fitted, great runners, have some coaches too. Yeah, I missed out on the 201s. I was hoping they were going to do another run of them, but they never did. But they've done a second run of the 181s and 141, so I've got one each of those. And here I've got the 121. I don't have any of the Murphy's coaches. The coaches that are going around are ones I painted up myself. I like my JMRI. I've used JMRI, but I found it seemed to be a big learning curve. And yeah, it's something I could learn and everything, but I work in IT all day as my day job, and I don't want to have to figure a load of stuff out for my hobby, if you know what I mean. Common for limited use software to go without updates for a long time, yeah. There's the Donegal Railway Facebook page. Do give it a follow, please, guys. Yeah, iTrain has 3 waypoints all accounted for. Excellent. Check if next door is using your Wi-Fi. Agreed, but if you want people to use it, make it more user-friendly. So iTrain is no more. No, iTrain is the one that's continuing it. It's the other one, Train Controller, the one that Charlie Chadwick uses. They've decided they're shutting down and not supporting it anymore. You still use it, but there'll be no more updates on it. If you can do open source software for the coding, then JMR should be within reach too. Yeah, you should. Yeah, I would be able to use JMRI and everything, but what I'm saying is I don't particularly want to use it because it's my day job and I don't want it to be on my hobby as well. Nice to see some green on layout. Looking good. Yeah, slowly getting there. Not going to do much more green on it until I get the water done, and then I can do the green up to the water. So that'll be probably the next task to do. And then sort of that half the layout then will be almost done. You know, we'll do all the scenic stuff and everything on that, and it'll just leave sort of this half with the TMD station and steam shed. JMRI is clunky. Yeah, it is a bit clunky. Timber's off. Okay, Timber, take care. Yeah, so it was a big curve, I agree. Not for the week, yeah. I found the JMR nomenclature a bit strange, yeah. They need to separate out the motor control section. That's why I gave up trying to program anything. 34 plus years in IT, I'm done with it. Yeah. There's a link for the YouTube membership. If anybody wants to become a channel member. Actually gained an extra one last week. And that's one of the annoying things about YouTube is when you get a new member, they don't tell you. You don't get an email or anything like that. It's just when you go through and check things, you have to manually go in and check things and go, oh, I got a new member, and then you've got to figure out who it is. Urban Outsider, never realised it was you from Rule 1. We found your baseboard videos really helpful and gave us the confidence to have ourselves. There you go. Yeah, that Urban Outsider is Nick from Rule 1. Does that mean I can ask you about reverse proxy units and SS certificates? Oh, no. I mostly work in Windows environments, so it's installing hardware, software, sort of vendor-orientated software. Let's give it a try. Being 68 when I retired, I now sound one having to think too much. I just want to drive trains easily. So I was IT too. And the Urban Side says, thank you. I'm happy to have helped out get more people into the hobby. I thought you recognised you, Nick, the Urban Outsider. This is my infrastructure and transport channel. I will be back to Rule 1 in the future. Top says, Lord Al, the good thing with ESUs, if you have a short, it shuts off the track power and you have to manually reset it. Oops, sorry for the caps. Tom, Houston Motor Rail, nearly 50 years in IT and I still love it. Am I strange? My mummy always said to me, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all, so. I don't mean it, Tom. Just keeping us on our toes, Nick. I loved my IT job, just eventually you have to say enough is enough. BR Blue 6839, hello and welcome to the stream. I'm like you, IT is my day job. JMRI looks like too much like hard work. I've gone for iTrains. There are lots of tutorial videos on YouTube too. Yes, there is a lot of tutorials on it. And Lord, can you program with them? Easy peasy. It's 20 past 9, so I'll be going for another 10 minutes. So if you've got any questions, get them in now. Which trick, remind you, I worked for the police, so Brian, DC is much less complicated. Hashtag Brian loves DCC. Bob Fuller is the man for tutorials. Yeah. Yes, but much less fun. See, Rusty Trex, Brian, Finnerton Central, he doesn't do DCC. He's an old DC guy. Well, not that he's an old guy, but he's old school, shall we say. You would think JMRI would have official how-to videos. Yeah, there's very little how-to videos on JMRI when you're trying to figure something out. And that's what I don't like about JMRI, is having, like, I can do the stuff, but trying to figure out how to do it and remember how to do it. And it's just like, I want something I can click on and just works. When the latest thing in software development process was announced for the 3rd time, I thought that's enough. Central, less of the old. I'm only 50. I'm actually older than you, Brian. Yes, Simon says, hashtag Brian loves a DCC. And Larry Puckett, yes, no best friend. Yeah, Larry is very good. I do enjoy watching his videos. Old man if you're past 40. That's why I say JMR needs a facelift update. Yeah, but it's built by volunteers, and you know it's not a commercial enterprise. I thought life begins at 40. There's a subject for a video series for something. JMRI, yeah. Well, you never know. With train controller going out the window, JMRI might get more interest now. But I think the majority of people would go to iTrain. It took me forever to crack the source code on how to control Locomotive for me to hijack it with a GUI, yeah. Watch Simon, he likes pushing into old people, ask Peter Waterman. Oh dear, what did you do to Pete, Simon? Pete Water, who? Oh, there's a link for Larry Puckett, the DCC guy. Well, it's much like software engineers. They think some features are cool, but the users look at it and go, what the? Yeah. See, I do a lot of project management now, and it's problems when they're designing new software for somewhere is they end up talking to all the managers and not the users. So they get delivered something that they think the manager thinks is a good idea without talking to the user, who have to use the software to say, well, no, we need it to work like this. It ends up just an absolute mess. The geezer from Watford. I was trying to persuade Pete Waterman into iTrain as well a couple of years back. Oh. Adam Nasarino have a channel. Yeah, Larry Puckett is a very good channel. I'm now a bloke with endless supply of money. Stafford Show, myself and Barnes Junction was there, and we were queuing next, and he elbowed Pete Waterman in the arm. But it's what the users, not what the management thinks they need, yeah. Rubbing shoulders are rich and famous. And Killer Strachan was more to my taste. So I think I'm going to finish up in 5 minutes. I'm going to go and see if there's any of that sweet and sour left over. Have some of that. Me and him had words when he was at Chester, so not a fan. Ooh. Those 7 infamous words. We have made it more user-friendly. Yeah. I went to get something out of my inner pocket from inside the shirt. As I took it out, is when I accidentally elbowed Peter. Or Al, I hope you had the last word. Knowing Al, he would have had the last word. McCarver Studios, Michael, good evening, how are you? Thumbs up, guys. Lord Al versus Pete Waterman, shall I get Tom King prize fighter? Rusty Tracks, I like CSB1 for its simplicity out of the box. It's good to go as an access point. Engine driver is good. Set it up and you are running in under 10 minutes. I must admit, this Gauge Master Prodigy 2, I really like this system. It works really well, especially with the Wi-Fi module to use my tablet. But it's not compatible with iTrains. You can get it to work with JMRI, but it won't work with iTrains. So I need to get another DCC controller. Well, my battery's about to die on my phone, which is top right, so let's see if it'll last 2 minutes to the end of the stream. I'll tell you, Missy. Sorry to death, man. Kieran says, he came to my local Heritage Island last year to name a Class 66, but I never saw him as I was too busy. Oh. Exciting crew is not far away. Yes, I'm looking forward to that. Move the mug. What, if the camera dies, I got to move the mug, have I? All being well and still alive. Well. Well, dare I say it, the trains have ran tonight for 2 hours without much of an issue. So running the track cleaner around, so ran it around at the weekend and then running it around the first part of the stream. Apart from the issue of putting rail car 18 on, but that's where I've moved the track today, so obviously I need to sort that out. But it goes all right in that direction, it's just not the other way. As Kieran says, he was actually there, I just can't recognize people in person. Yeah, I've that. My issue is that I recognize people and know I know them, but I can't put a name to them. And like if I meet you guys, like I watch a lot of you guys' videos and I know what you look like, and I'll meet you at a show and I'll be like, oh, I know that's and I can't remember the name. And 5 minutes later, after you introduce and remember your name, 5 minutes later you come back to it and be like, shit, what was the name? I'm just terrible with names. Where are we? Rusty Tracks, JMRI should be and is separate. I rarely use JMRI unless I want to add pictures of my locos or do some serious motor adjustments. And there's the link for the unofficial sponsor, the Train Set Shop. Do check it out. Two hours, oh, let me run them. Now I'm buffering. Oh. Well, if you're in Donegal or Donegal Town, look into the Railway Heritage Museum. There's the link to the museum's website. Do check it out. I clean my tracks before my streams, and inevitably I have an issue. You'll be like with me, that's the guy who makes the puns live streams. No, Simon, I'll be the guy that'll be saying that's the guy who came to Ireland and couldn't pronounce any of the station names. Right, I'm planning to meet up with Simon when he's over in October, so I'll put him right on the station names. New Junction, good evening. Welcome to the stream. Just as I'm about to finish. How's things with you, Richard? Your layout's coming on mighty, I must say. Watching more painting here. Ooh. Oh, Martin's off. Take care, Martin. Animals and stuff. Have you ever seen the track cleaner from Mr. Track Cleaner? Just wondering what you thought of the units. No, I haven't seen that one. Yeah, everybody wants to know what you're painting, Rich. Oh, good here. Couldn't type before. I've enjoyed the stream. Has to be the depot being painted with the curving walls. As you've seen tonight, Richard, I was running my Murphy's models to the great man Paddy Murphy, who passed away at the weekend, who would have helped Fran and everyone get Irish Railway models and the Cura scale off the ground. So I thought I'd have them running tonight with the A-class from Irish Railway models parked up there. Oh, there, the camera's just died. So I think that's indication now I need to finish the stream. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll be back next Thursday. Hopefully. Hopefully I'll get the video out on the roads over the weekend sometime. I'll get that done. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for catching up with me and catching up with you guys. Hit the like on your way out and subscribe if you're new here. And enjoyed the stream as always. It's good to have you guys in. And I'm going to end the stream now, and I will catch you all next Thursday. Take care, everyone. Enjoy your modelling. Have a great weekend. Oh, the F1's back this weekend. Australia, isn't it? Time to do a Metcalf kit. Take care, everyone. I'll catch you all soon. Bye.